Hello Capricorn, this is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week commencing the 10th of April until the 17th of April 2023. The first card for you is representing, how do you feel about yourself? Your card is the Seven of Cups. Although dreaming is beautiful and provides inspiration for action, you must at some point begin to build those castles in your real life. A choice must be made even though the apparent multiplicity of options seems to paralyze you with either fear or excessive anticipation. If you are unable to make a decision because of too many options, it is time to carefully evaluate the pros and cons of each option and make a thoughtful choice. You also need to be very clear about what it is you are working towards so that you can make the best choice. Make your decision with caution, as all is not what it seems to be. Great opportunities may turn out to be major problems later on, while less enticing options may turn out to be golden opportunities. With the Seven of Cups, there is a risk of illusion. You need to separate what is real from what is illusion. Protect yourself against unclear or wishful thinking and habitual daydreaming. Oftentimes, this card shows choices and plans that have little or no basis in reality. With so many choices presented to you, it is easy to be swayed to that cup containing the snake of jealousy and cunning. Since this card is from the suit of cups, the temptation is likely to be sexual or emotional in nature. The one-night stand, the extramarital affair, and all those other things that seem innocent and pleasurable at the time they are undertaken. But in the vast majority of cases, the pleasure gained temporarily is far outweighed by the consequences that last, in most cases, for an entire lifetime. The second card for you is representing, what do you want most right now? Your card is the Nine of Pentacles. What do you want most right now is to sit back and relax and enjoy some of life's luxuries, since you have worked hard to get here. You deserve it. Do not be afraid to splurge, indulge or pamper yourself, particularly if it is as a reward for all of your hard work. Treat yourself to a special occasion, to simply celebrate the journey you have been on to achieve your goals and to re-energize yourself for the next phase. You are close to reaching completion, so acknowledge this and then prepare for what will come after. Sometimes, however, the Nine of Pentacles can indicate that you are close to reaching your goal but you have not yet made it. So, as a result, you may want to stick to your program and continue sacrificing until you have reached that goal. You are showing great self-discipline and self-control to ensure you get to where you want to be. Whilst the suit of Pentacles typically focuses on material wealth and gain, the Nine of Pentacles also suggests that you are in harmony with the nature that is around you. You have an appreciation for the beauty and abundance found in nature, and you are able to harness this energy to bring pleasure into your life. You may enjoy gardening or floristery, or you may simply like to pass your time in the beauty of nature with picnics or walks in the park. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the Four of Pentacles. You are afraid of losing money. You are haunted by a fear of poverty that compels you to be materialistic. You are extremely defensive and self-protective materially and emotionally, fearful of opening up and trusting other people. You are very reluctant to spend money and you are keeping a very tight rein on your cash. On the flip side, you may be spending too much money and need to get a better hold of your financial resources. You have spent your time recently focused on career building and material acquisitions, rather than your relationships. This approach to life has been quite successful financially but is very limiting when it comes to connecting authentically with others. You have created a prison for your time and your energy by building up this solid wall of work and financial responsibilities, and will need to release and escape from this to some extent if you want to focus on more personal issues. The important thing to realize is that success in your career is beneficial, but only to a point. You may need to examine your life and determine what you can give up, particularly in terms of effort and time put towards work and other similar activities, so that you can have more energy available for developing personal relationships. The Four of Pentacles asks you to loosen your hold on your need for security and stability and step outside your comfort zone. While it will feel a bit shaky at the start, this is an important step in your personal development. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the Six of Pentacles. If you are the wealthy man, then you have accumulated great wealth and are now in a position where you can offer financial assistance to those in need. Now that you have lived through the darkness long enough to see the inner light, it is time to help others who are not so fortunate. Consider giving to charity or reaching out a helping hand to someone who needs your support. The generosity of the Six does not limit itself to money and material things. Giving of your time or your wisdom is often just as spiritually fulfilling as giving away money or gifts, and the intangible gift of your presence is received just as well, if not better. You may also be inclined to make a loan to someone, on the premise that they will eventually pay you back once they are back on their feet. This is a loan built on trust and good faith, knowing that if you give something away, it will come back to you. Remember, though, that this is more about a short-term fix and not a sustainable solution towards self-sufficiency. So, think about how you can financially support your family or friends in a way that encourages them to stand on their own 2 feet eventually. If you are the beggars in the Six of Pentacles, then you may be the recipient of someone else's charitable activities. This will help you to get back on your feet and to eventually repay the charitable organization or individual, either with your time or your restored wealth. You will also need to identify ways in which you can become more self-sufficient in the long run. The risk of accepting charity is that you become dependent on it and cannot look after yourself. Be mindful that you are not becoming submissive or noticeably desperate as a result of the charity that someone else is providing you. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. Your card is the Three of Swords. You have recently gone through a difficult patch where perhaps a relationship has ended or has experienced challenging times, a loved one has passed, or you felt hurt from a situation that affected you deeply. Thankfully, this time has passed and you are on the path to recovery, realizing that with behind every cloud is a silver lining and there are indeed other things in your life which you can feel happy about. You have reached a point where you can accept the pain and hurt and are ready to move on. Overall, you are finding it very hard to move on from a recent loss or heartbreak. This card suggests that inside you are still suffering emotionally from a previous loss and need to go through an emotional purging process to allow yourself freedom from your past. You are doing your best to leave this behind and make a new life, but it is still a long journey ahead. Be careful that you are not getting stuck in the moment of grief, and instead you are focused on leaving behind your past and embracing new opportunities. It is always hard to bear the pain of separation or understand why you have been inflicted with such sorrow. Learn to accept your situation so that the healing process will not become blocked. Allow yourself to experience the pain, give yourself the right to grieve and release the heartache. Let it go, and then, once the upset, pain and tears have gone, open the door to new experiences. If you are experiencing challenges in your relationships, the Three of Swords serves as a reminder to be the peacemaker. Never be afraid to say you are sorry. Always think before you speak so that you will not later regret what you have said. The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the Two of Pentacles. You have to find balance between opposing desires and interests in your current relationship. Life will always be uncertain, yet if you can produce balance and harmony among all the demands upon you, you will ultimately live happily and in prosperity. Thus, the Two of Pentacles serves as a reminder to remain alert, agile and patient as you attempt to juggle your family, your friends, work, finances, health and new challenges. You need to be very clear on your priorities and where you want to invest your time and energy. There is a tendency to be distracted by day-to-day affairs and general busyness, so prioritizing your activities and carefully managing your time is essential. The Two of Pentacles brings you back down to earth and reminds you to not only focus on your broader life goals but to also make sure your day-to-day affairs are in order. This is a card of good time management and financial management, ensuring that your bills are paid on time, that you keep a record of all your appointments and daily commitments, etc. It may sound tedious having to focus your attention on these more mundane issues, but this card reminds you that sometimes getting on top of your daily affairs is as important as pursuing your broader life goals. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is ask for your needs to be met. Have you asked for help with this situation? This card is a gentle reminder that heaven can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to request help, and then accept it when it is offered to you. Of the countless wonderful gifts that God has bestowed upon us, free will is the most powerful. So, remember that in order for God and the angels to help you manifest the abundance you desire in your life, you need to ask. Don't worry that you'll ask for the wrong thing. As long as you're sincere in your prayers, heaven will bring you everything for your highest and best good. Tell God whatever is in your heart that has been worrying you, ask for help, and then be open to receiving. God and the angels know that you have earthly needs, and they are happy to help you fulfill them. As long as you ask. It doesn't matter how you ask, but only that you do ask. This card is urging you to do so right now. Asking is a sign that you are willing to work as a co-creator with God and that you freely accept divine intervention into your life. God and the angels want you to be happy and to be able to achieve your life purpose. By asking for help, you are coming into alignment with your mission on this planet.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.